Heard some stuff about it earlier, but I didn't really see any issues. I had a few left arrows that I think may have been caused by the wind, but supplemented by myself, as is
A
usual,
master
right?
craftsman never blames his tools, right?
Exactly.
Well said. We get set now for the start of the women's semifinals, and Woo Jiaxin out first. She'll be taking on Choi Misun of Korea. And for those of you joining us on World Archery for the first time, Archery TV, this is how the game is played. 5 sets per match, 3 arrows per archer per set. And they're shooting at 70 meters at a target that's not very big at all, about 122 centimeters. 2 points awarded for winning a set, 1 point for a tie. The first archer to score 6 points or more wins the match and moves on to the finals. If there's a tie, there'll be a 1-arrow shoot-off between the 2 archers. There you get a good look at Choi Misun, #1 in the world, and looking for, I would say, I don't know, maybe is it fair to say she's looking for redemption after not performing as well as she would like, obviously, at the Olympics in Rio?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she's looking for a little bit of redemption. Actually, was that the only match that she's lost in international competition?
I believe so, yeah.
So, I mean, that's a pretty solid record. I'm sure she's coming back and really hoping to win this. She doesn't really have anything to prove, but maybe prove it to herself a little bit.
So Choi Misun taking on Woo Jiaxin. We'll give you her statistics and background information in just a moment. Just about ready to start the opening set here in the semifinals. And Choi Misun of Korea to shoot first on target number 2. The target 70 meters downrange. A little bit of shade and a little bit of shadows cast on them right now as Woo Jiaxin draws it back. The 19-year-old ranked 20th in the world. Lets her first shot fly, and it strays out into the 7 ring.
Something to watch is how Jay always has really quick timing. And that's the biggest thing under competitive stress. That was the biggest thing to focus on in the Olympics, is anytime you saw someone's timing getting longer, the arrows started going further and further out. If you can keep it quick and consistent, then even when you're stressed or nervous, your arrows will go toward the middle.
Best not to stay at full draw too long.
Yes, exactly. Especially if there is any wind, that'll become extra important.
So the set already belongs to Choi Misun of Korea with those 27 points. There was no chance for Woo Jiaxin to catch her, so the first set goes to Choi Misun, and she leads it 2-0 after posting arrows of 9, 10, and 8. And she could put up that 8 with her third shot. She had already built a rather sizable lead. Choi Misun, #1 in the world, as we said. She lost in the quarterfinals to Alejandra Valencia of Mexico and finished 8th in Rio. Of course, losing to Alejandra Valencia, there's no shame there. She had a great Olympic Games, I thought.
I think so. She has been a great shooter since she's come onto the international circuit, and Rio was really no different. The Olympics are funny. Strange things happen. People go out who you don't expect, and that's just the game.
And it happens so fast, doesn't it, Zach?
It does. You know, at any international competition, the finals especially seem to go quick, but every match at the Olympics is like a finals match, just like every match here is like a finals match, and you can lose track of yourself and end up at the end of the match.
And maybe it's just one arrow that throws you off course, too.
Yep. That's totally possible.
So Choi Misun, #1 in the world, an incredible 88% winning percentage. Won the World Cup final last year in Mexico City, tried to defend that title here in Denmark. Already has a 2-0 lead in the match over Woo Jiaxin, who starts out strong here in the second set.
Sometimes it just takes an end to find the center.
Kind of a feeling out period, right?
A little bit. Sometimes you don't have an end to spare, though.
That's a good point. Yeah. You can get out of the gate in a hurry. to your advantage. And that's what's happened here in the second set for Wu Jiaxin. Leading by 1 as she lets the second shot fly. Just off to the left, but still in the yellow rings. And Choi is good as gold. Now we're tied at 19 all here in the second set. Caught that line. Gets the higher value. Chance for Choi Misun, though, to take the set with a 10. Instead, it's out in the red rings. And the set belongs to Wu Jiaxin. And all of a sudden, just like that, we are tied. Wu Jiaxin, a first-time finalist. As we mentioned a moment ago, Choi Misun, the defending World Cup final champion from a year ago in Mexico City. And Wu Jiaxin, 19 years old, the youngest of the 8 women who started the day here on Recurve Sunday. Still in it, still contending for a trophy. No medals here, trophies for those who get into the next round, or past the semifinals, I should say.
And no matter what the ladies do here, they'll be shooting for a trophy. So that's a good feeling.
So we're tied at 2 apiece after Wu Jiaxin started off that second set with a 10, followed it up with a pair of 9s. Only 1 10 in this second set for Choi Misun. Choi Misun getting to the semifinals by virtue of a 7 win over Tuyana Dorjeva this morning, 7-1. And Wu Jiaxin defeating Ksenia Parova of the Russian Federation as well, 7-3.
9.
It looks like Jay's finally moving her sight. She's been low for every shot this match. Just decided to move it.
8.
我觉得整体上可以稍稍往左边调一点。
Builds on that advantage. After the 9, follows up with a 10. Wu Jiaxin needing a 10 to keep pace. Instead, falls further behind.
动作还是不错的哈。
So that set belongs to Choi Misun.
稍度稳住。
9.
When you're in a situation like that, Zach, and you know already that you've dropped that set, that third arrow, it's not meaningless to you, is it?
No, definitely not meaningless. Oftentimes, the third arrow in a set you know you've lost is just an opportunity to regain yourself and build for the next set. So I think that that was our goal, was to just put one in the middle and be ready for the next set.
Try to get back on track.
Exactly.
Maybe do a little experimenting too.
Maybe.
Have a trial balloon, send it up, see what happens. See which way the wind's blowing.
May as well.
Good look at the crowd here in Denmark on a gorgeous, and I do mean gorgeous, autumn afternoon in late September.
Absolutely beautiful.
The gods smiled on all of us in archery. Gave us great weather this weekend. Good weather yesterday, even better weather today. And the Danes know what's coming. Winter is on its way, so they're enjoying it.
I don't think that these same people will be in T-shirts for much longer.
No, don't think so. I'm not sure we will. You will be down in
I
Chula
will
Vista.
be, yeah.
Yes.
San Diego's usually pretty kind. I don't know. In the winter it gets about 50, so maybe I'll put on a long sleeve shirt.
Well, you grew up in Missouri, so you appreciate the good weather in San Diego and Chula Vista.
I definitely do. I've paid 18 years of bad weather dues.
I'm right there with you. We grew up on opposite sides of the state.
There we
And
go.
the weather's just as bad on both sides in the winter.
You get a little further south and it's okay.
Like New Orleans.
再小一点，这个非常好。
Now that arrow hit in the exact same spot as her last one.
9,
Matched by Choi Misun.
收住，稳住，不急。
The Chinese archer trying to battle back, tie the match up. Needs to win this set. And might be well on her way.
就是因为不贪不急，打好自己手上的线，
9,
稳住。
There's that quick shot you were talking about. Doesn't
Exactly.
take a lot of time.
No, it's always really quick, and that's why she's so consistent.
坚定，稳住。
In set
收
system, the
住
most consistent shooter will generally win. However, you really only have to be on when
动作其实打的是真好，
on when you need to
自己
be, I
感觉是
guess.
吧？
You have to know when to shoot well, so you can afford a bad shot.
10 to win. 10.
And there's the 10.
There she goes.
And she takes the set and she takes the match. The 8 left Wu Jiaxin very vulnerable. She had started off strong with a 9 and a 10. She looked like she was in a good spot.
Yeah, I thought that she would have come back in that set, but
一开始的时候
Choi Misun closes the door.
That left the door open for Choi Misun. She took advantage, walked right through, and so she will be in the
出来了，就下
championship match. Against whom we are about to find out. Choi Misun looking, as we said, for redemption after being eliminated in the quarterfinals in in Brazil, Rio, the Olympic Games just a month ago. She was the favorite for the gold medal going down to Brazil. Didn't work out that way, so a chance here to gain a bit of redemption as she congratulates Wu Jiaxin, who shot well here in her first appearance at a World Cup final event.